Hello and welcome back. So if this is the first time that you have came across a Provolone video that is not edited, that is because you are on the second channel of Provolone. This is Extra Provolone, where I put very little to no editing into my videos. And I'm coming here to really just talk about this amazing server that I've been playing on for the last 5 years, and how I've kind of seen it come and go, and how lots of generations of players have, came and went. And I'm just going to be talking about why that population of people that are coming in to play new Cubecraft has slowly been shrinking, and why I think the Cubecraft population kind of switches so fast, because every year or so I seem to come across a new set of Minecraft players that join my streams. Like, it's the same, like, 15 to 20 people on my streams, and that's just kind of the way it works. Like, I don't really get much more than, like, 15 viewers, and the 15 viewers are, pretty much the same as they have been for, the little while that I've been streaming in one time period. Because I'd say that my population of viewers about a year ago and the population that I have now is majority new players. Like, there's probably about 5% of people that have stuck around since the very beginning of my channel, but otherwise it has probably been the same set of people. And I think a huge reason that happens is really just interest in the game. Oh wow, it's a big shocker. People lose interest in the game, but I also think it's how the staff have really handled the server, and I'll really let you guys in on what I've seen. So, one thing I think Cubecraft has done a great job is keeping consistent with updates, and they've been updating their game pretty frequently, which I do respect, but it's all really the old games that they had that were popular when their server was doing amazing, and I really think that they messed up in focusing in that department, because there are new games that are being created on Cubecraft that are getting very little attention, like Pillars of Fortune, my favorite game of all time on this server besides Egg Wars. That game is absolutely amazing. Now, it does not get any attention by the Cubecraft creators. I believe there has been 0 updates on the game since its release over a year ago, and that game is currently their most populous game that has no lobby. It's not only their most popular beta game, but it's like the most popular game you can play on. Like the mode. Like, you know how there's more players in Egg Wars than there is in... Actually, I don't even know. There's more players in Sky Wars than there is in Pillars of Fortune, but there's not more players in, like, Sky Wars. So, like, you mean, like, one separate game inside the game mode. One separate character that you can click on. The list of players inside... Oh, Jesus. The list of players inside... How do I freaking explain this in normal words? But Pillars of Fortune is currently one of the most popular games on Cubecraft right now. And it has not received an update. And lo and behold, people are going to lose motivation to play it, because it's just going to be repetitive after a while. Oh wow, he has iron armor too. It's going to get boring and repetitive. And that's just kind of what happens when you play a lot of Minecraft. It's gonna get boring, and unless Cubecraft has a massive update, more game modes, it's probably not gonna receive a huge boost in popularity. It's probably gonna slowly die over time until there are very few players left in the game. And what they need to do is put more focus on the new games, the new incoming games that they have created, in order for them to actually maintain a decent player count on their servers. Because sending... And here's the other thing that I want to talk about. Cubecraft just reverted to OG Egg Wars. They put all of that time into making an update for Egg Wars, which was already doing fine. And they changed things up, and players didn't like it. See, players don't really like change that much. But they do like additions. And I think what Cubecraft should do is just add more options. And not switch things out. Because what they need to figure out is that their players on the server do not really like change. They like routine. And although they will get bored after a while, there are multiple games on Cubecraft. And that's what I've really seen. I played Pillars of Fortune for about a month straight. And I was just having fun, bro. I was absolutely vibing out. And here was the problem. It got boring. Even though the game is, you know, fresh and it's unpredictable, I kind of started to get used to the unpredictability. And it kind of really took away from the interest that I had from the game. So here's what I think they should do. Pillars of Fortune, Bed Wars, they should update the game. They should update those games. They're new, they're fresh, and players are looking at them because it is the newest game on Cubecraft that they have not played very much before. Keep updating those, and it's a good sign. Oh, he's pickaxe stratting it. Okay. I got him. So I think them updating Egg Wars, or actually reverting, it wasn't even an update, it was a revert. They reverted the game, so all that time, they spent a year updating and reverting their game back to the same place. And no wonder they lost players. Oh, freak. Boom, let's get some stuff. So let me go into Unit 2. This is an entirely separate problem that they have. It's that Cubecraft's community is also very, very toxic. I can't name names. Also, Jesus Christ. Here, let me tell you. I heard a quote. I literally streamed today. I was streaming live today. Someone in my chat said, Cubecraft isn't fun without streamers. Guess how many of the popular streamers that are above 1K subs got banned? Over 5, I believe. There's 5 that I know of that got banned. Privated, Related Noobs, Riffs, X-Clutching. There's definitely more that I'm not naming. There was a lot of creators that got banned. I have 22 emeralds. Anywho. Very few creators left. I'm one of the only creators that actually probably survived that massive unfollowing. It felt like everyone unfollowed Vexbolts, but it was for like several creators, and they just did that all across the platform. Because it's like all the big creators got banned on the same day. There was something, I don't know, there's just some miscommunication with the staff. And the staff, oh freak. The staff and the player relationship is a little confusing, and there's something going on behind the scenes that I don't know. Basically, there's just a lot of controversy. They haven't done a great job in avoiding controversy. And that's what I think they should work on. Just finding ways to really communicate with their players, because they are lacking in that department. Like, you can go message them on Discord, sure, but oftentimes you'll not get a response back from a mod. And there should just be there should be some better way to communicate with the staff on Cubecraft so that any confusions can be cleared up. Now, I don't know how you would make that happen, because I'm not a Cubecraft mod. But that is my input to Cubecraft on ways that they can make their server just better overall. Because I remember I was streaming during the days when Cubecraft had 40 to 50,000 players at their peak, and now I'm rarely seeing it go over 20,000. And this is usually the time of year where there are the most players on Cubecraft. Literally like 2 years ago, but I will say Cubecraft's population has definitely gone down. Because in 2021 was basically their best and worst year in terms of performance. because they probably lost the most players and had the most players at the same time. So there you go. He is dead now. Yeah, March 14th, 2021 was the peak of Cubecraft. That is when their server had the most players on at one time. It was 52,300, I believe. That is absolutely wholly big numbers. There is... I think the last time Cubecraft has gone over 30,000 players was over 2.5 years ago. So they did a lot of their falling in the first year after their peak. And now... Uh-oh. Now they're doing a lot less falling. I think they actually have done a lot better since their decline at keeping their players in, which I do respect. But I think the problem was... Did he just leave? I think bro just left. Anyway, I think the reason that they're actually doing better than they were, which is what I'm going to title this video, is because they have started to update their game more. See, the problem was in 2021, I mean, I do understand this, but they just didn't update their game very much at all, because they thought it was doing good as it is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I just freaking died. I don't want to play this map again. They thought that if there was no problems, they would not fix... I could just be a conspiracy theorist, but this is my outlook on it. They looked at Cubecraft. They said, wow, our servers are growing very, very much, and there must not be very many problems with it, so let's just not update the game. After NA servers and map selection, I did not see too much activity on Cubecraft since then. It's like all their major updates happened in the first half of the year, and then after that, they really didn't add too much more because they were afraid their players probably wouldn't like it. So it's like they're not really finding the happy medium between, you know, keeping the game fresh and, you know, keeping their already existing players happy, which is really the key to keeping a Minecraft server popular. You gotta understand that balance. So I was just focusing up on that guy. So I think that's probably the reason why they did so successfully in the first half of 2021. And I guess I'll just go into more detail on why they got popular in the first place, since I think that's a really good topic to talk about. The stars really aligned for Cubecraft in 2021. I mean, they had everything, like, going in for them. COVID was happening, so everyone was stuck at home, so there was really no other option other than to, you know, play your favorite video games, stay at home. You got to find a way to entertain yourself. And this was before TikTok was, like, taking over everything. So... Oh, and another thing, everybody was talking about the Cubecraft knockback. That was one of the biggest things. And guess what? They got that fixed January 2021. Literally just a month before they peaked. And then following that, they had their... I'm trying to think of the big ones. Their NA servers was the biggest one. They added more... They added separate regions, so it wasn't just Cubecraft in Europe. They actually added North American, and I believe Asian servers came after that following. I am not positive. I don't know if they happened at the same time, is what I mean. And then map selection happened the literal day after, so they had 2 back-to-back updates on, like, different... on, like, back-to-back days. Where was that guy? What? Okay, anyway. So they had COVID, they had the biggest knockback update of their time. I believe 2 YouTubers got YouTube rank 5 months before them, so there were YouTubers to watch, like I said earlier in the video. That was one of the biggest parts of Cubecraft, is their YouTube community. And I don't know what happened with Hive. I remember Hive was in the #1 slot before this. But I don't remember what happened to them. But Cubecraft, anyway, became more popular than them. For whatever reason. Maybe they got into, like, controversy or something. Not sure what happened. But they took the #1 slot, so they became the most popular YouTube... Here are all the reasons why Cubecraft became the most popular, and then why it had its downfall. In 2021, COVID was at its prime. 2 YouTubers got YouTube rank. I should be going this way. Hive was losing players. I believe Hive was losing players. It peaked at like a few months before. So yeah, no school. I swear to God there were more reasons. And then they had all these massive updates at one time that the players were complaining about. So everyone was dying to check them out. And then scrims also happened. That's why 2021 was a big year. That was the year of scrims, which was one of the most popular competitive ways of playing Minecraft ever, right? Is he going to jump down? He is going to jump down. Bro's going to win. Holy shoot. Alright, I got him. Just a quick tap off. Alright, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. That was very staggered. It's very hard to play Minecraft and commentate at the same time. But I hope you guys somewhat followed along with my rant. Basically, 2021 and 2020 was a very, very perfect year for video gaming. And so Cubecraft got a lot of hype along with that. And so players just naturally joined the server, and then things opened up, controversies happened, and they were trying to make updates with their game that the players didn't like. They kind of replaced things that were doing okay in hopes to find something better, which did not work. And then they're not really updating any of their new games. That is everything. That is all the key points in this video. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.